Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. Today, I'm going to show you this video that Wrong Way and I did. We had a couple other videos that I've done from games that came about from these, oddball, late at night gaming sessions. This was one. Last night we had two great games. This is the second video I'm making. The other one was the video of the Slayer. I highly recommend you watch that. That was an absolute butt-kicking game, especially if someone is interested in the Slayer. Now this one is a butt kicker, but it's a different kind of butt kicker. This one, our team was not good, okay? And so that's what makes this one extra special, is that I don't like to necessarily show boring artillery games. I could do it all the time if I wanted to, but I try to stay away from that. This one is not boring, but it could be boring if I stayed and watched myself. We're not going to watch me. You're going to see what I'm doing in the background. We're going to follow Wrong Way because he was, basically the field organizer during the match, which was really awesome. So let's go check this out and let you see what it is he was doing. Welcome to Winter Mountain Pass. I threw that winter part in there. All right. I'm going up on this hill. Let's go find Wrong Way. He is in. Mine is showing the enemy team. He is in a locust. This is crazy. There we go. Took forever. So he's running locust. This was part of the games we ran to help him do his daily food last night. And he's a tremendous light tank player, and that's what he's going to do, is he's going to control a lot of the action on the fly. He's one of the best drivers you'll ever see in this game. He has video clips in the past of just absolute trolling people. There you go. He's doing the spotting. They call this Wrong Ways out right here. Delta 8. So there's me. I'm pounding on guys right there. He's really running the show of trying to, give me his impression of what he sees as far as what guys to hit. Can you hit X guy or Y or Z? I'm like, whatever, I will do the best I can to execute what he wants to do. Because he's down there a good view of what's happening here on both sides. And, this is not an easy job to do. Like right now, I am concentrating Long Ways Alley here. He was like, he goes, there's guys over here. I'm like, okay, yeah, I see it, no problem. I'll work on them later, but right now the ultimate targeting is going down Delta 8, which is where he's looking at right there. Those are the guys that I'm shooting. And then you'll see my artillery shells come in while he's working on different maneuvers. He's like, he was going to go see if he could get his hands on the artillery. Now you'll see a lot of chump players try to do what he's going to do, but they try. He's not trying. He's going to execute it. It's like, oh, okay. This guy. Flame on, baby. Engineering architect, otherwise known as Wrong Way. Wax artillery. So our team is, like I said, it wasn't very good. The robots were terrible as well. we're losing. We should not be losing with what he's doing combined with what I'm doing artillery-wise. Our team was not good. You know, this game is slipping away. Now we're down 2. It was 1, now it's 2. You know, the Locust, you got to know what you're doing because it only has 50 rounds and you can easily run out of bullets. So you've got to be careful with what you're doing. He's an expert at that. He's like, okay, those guys are coming toward you, then you see him at Echo 3. Now, he's getting jumped by these robots here that are trying to do it, and they're doing a good job. Those guys, I give them the business. So let's go and switch back here. Now, they're going to be below me. And this is a free artillery lesson for you artillery players that need this lesson. Yeah, that one I was targeting manually like I would normally shoot. But in general, I was shooting these guys with the right bumper. Okay? Targeting, letting the circle close, and then firing. That way I can keep I can see my angle so that I'm not being shot because I'm too high up on their view. I want them to have as little view of me as possible. Now there was an A7E3 right down here that came over this way. He shows up, there he is. You can see him right there. And he's annihilated. Again, I'm doing great. Wrong Way is doing a great job of running the coordination. Alright? He let me know about the guys, etc., etc., because he had a view of all those dudes. And I'm executing, and we're up by 1. Okay? And I've got 7 kills, we're up by 1. When I have 7 kills and we're up by 1, my team is trash. That's just the way it is. But Wrong Way is doing a terrific job. It's not him. Now, the Locust is not a heavy killer, but it does provide magnificent mobility, and he did a great job of getting around, staying alive, and giving me advice of what is going on. He makes my job easier. All I have to do is just shoot and kill guys. Deal. He was in command of this entire process. I'm shooting what I'm shooting, which is fine. But we're executing his plan, and it was a good plan, as you can see. We won. And our team was trash. So here we go. No problem. I was MVP. One of our robots was 2nd overall. That's just ridiculous. But, whatever. And then the enemy sniper who was hanging under the bridge, he really didn't factor into the game. Oh yeah, he got 5 kills. Great. It's not about how many kills you get. Well, sometimes it is, okay? It's which guys do you kill. Wrong Way killed the artillery. That really hurt them with any chance of a comeback. So that was a key kill. I killed 8 guys. When you kill 8, you're going to kill key guys without even really having to think about it so much. So that was fine. Okay, now we're here at end of game screen. As you can see, I have to throw in a plug for Nigel because Wrong Way and I were talking about him. It's like he's just got killer lines. We make air hole for enemy crew. Ha 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 ha. Oh man, he's a really funny character. Great commander. I got several of him, so he's in different tanks. But really fun stuff. Great lines. Now for myself, the Sexton one is a premium, and it has an 81% silver bonus. So you see, whenever I have a monster damage game, 85,000, and that's no boosters. I don't put commander boosters. I don't put silver boosters. because the tank itself is a silver booster. When you have a good game, you get paid. Okay, and I got paid 85 grand. You have a good game in damage, you're going to get paid in commander points. Well, I have a 3-star commander, and that's it. 12,000 commander points. Fantastic stuff. Now, so 1,800 damage, 8 kills. Hey, that's going to pay off rather well. Top Gun killed 6, knockout crew and modules, top scorer on the team. Second class is fine. Here, Wrong Way did a great job. Sometimes you can do a great job strategically, which is what he did, and you just don't get the numbers. But he's not playing the Locust for numbers. He was playing to win games and get spotting. He got all of that without really doing too much extra effort. He was just playing his game, but he was a roving strategist, giving me updates on where general guys were, etc. Made my job so easy. All I had to do was shoot guys that I needed to shoot, and he was like, yeah, those guys that were at Hotel 1, they're going to come around. And from my perspective, they came from my right, and you saw me drill those guys a little bit. I didn't show you the whole thing, but I was drilling them because I had complete warning up front that they were coming. I'm like, great. I hung around and worked on the guys on Wrong Way's Alley at Delta 8 as long as I could. Then I switched, and I was ready for those jerks when they rolled up, and they got annihilated. That's why I got 8 kills, okay? So it was a game where, Wrong Way had me set up right. I had to execute to win the game for us, but I can execute an artillery, as you've seen. And one of the reasons why I can execute, he killed one guy. What guy did he kill? Well, the artillery. The only guy that would have been a problem when the guys are coming up below me and having a counter artillery shooting me, that's much more difficult. So this game was a relatively easy game for me to play because of what he did. And he allowed me to have freedom to just concentrate on the guys below me. And I annihilated those guys because, come on. If you've seen my games, I'm a quite a skilled artillery. Wrong Way himself is also quite skilled. Both of us are in we've killed 13 guys in one game club of artillery along with our friend Iron Knight. So there's 3 of us. Each of us have killed 13 guys with Sexton artillery. We do know exactly what we're doing. It ain't an accident. So that was a great game to let you see how teamwork happens and how you can kill one guy and dramatically influence the game. Now, on the surface, it's like, wow, but you would get all the killing, 8 kills. I'm like, yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. He made that so much easier for me to do. That's the key. That's what teamwork is. You have to do your job, and the other guy has to do his job. And he figured out that he could go and get the artillery. And when they got the artillery, they're in trouble. Because if you can't counter artillery me, I'm going to rack up scoring, as any good artillery is going to do. You cannot let a top flight artillery guy shoot, when he's unbothered. If you don't put pressure on the artillery, the top flight artillery players, myself, Wrong Way, Iron Knight, we're going to make you pay bad, and you saw a great example of that. So I wanted to make this game not so much for myself, but as a tribute for Wrong Way's, great play. Just, he made this game so easy. And like I said, the numbers don't really look at it. They don't jump out and go, man, that guy had an awesome game. But he had an awesome game because of his maneuverability and command of the battlefield is what made the game a win for me. So that was what was awesome, and that's what I hope you guys understand. To get yourself guys, if you're an artillery, in your platoon that can help you score, because it's a team game. If I win, he wins. If he wins, I win. We're like, okay, cool. And that's, it's not a big deal oh, I killed 8 guys, I'm a god, okay? Or, you know, and you killed 1 guy, you're trash. That's not how it works. He kills the 1 guy I needed him to kill, and then the rest of the game is gravy. And we smoothly cruise to victory on a garbage team because the 2 of us combined for 9 kills, both mentally and then physically with the actual killings. So, hope you enjoyed this game. Hope you learned something, especially if you're an artillery player or a guy who likes to roll with artillery, so you can see how it's done by really good examples of both of those jobs. So basically that's all. I'm glad that you guys got to watch this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Tell your friends if you know any artillery guys that need help to get better. So that's all. Check out my other videos, especially that Slayer game. Dude, that thing is fantastic. So look forward to seeing you guys hopefully again in another video. And as always, like and subscribe.